Welcome back. Ellen Road once more, full to the rafters. A new league it may be, a new journey begins, but Leeds United fans keep turning up in huge numbers to back their team. And the team in white has just appeared on the playing surface to line up against the team in blue. Cardiff City providing the opposition for this, the start of the EFL Championship season. More work to be done. Leeds United's eyes on the prize, and it all starts here on a somewhat cloudy August afternoon in West Yorkshire. Will take somewhat cloudy. It's been incredibly wet in recent days, in fact in recent weeks, but the bad weather has abated and the conditions are pretty much perfect. Pristine green surface for the game, and we hope that Leeds United will begin the season with something of a flourish here. Tough couple of campaigns that Leeds have endured at Premier League level. It led to the side's demotion, but now the job for Daniel Farker, the new manager, and the new ownership team will be to try and lead back up to that top level. And from that point of view, this afternoon has a very important look about it.
Yeah, it certainly does. And what is important is that we get off to a really good start. Yes, we know we're in a difficult spot, but it's all about results, and out on the pitch it's vital that those players there understand exactly what they're doing, show their best and get all 3 points.
As you see or saw from the Leeds United 11, Liam Cooper will captain the team. Nonto gets the nod as one of the attacking players, and we will keep an eye, Tony of course will keep an eye on seeing how it is that Leeds are going to cope with the continued absence of what you might describe as an out-and-out striker. Anticipation would be that Dan James will be the man who starts up front today, and we'll probably have confirmation of that in the next couple of minutes once the game gets underway.
Yeah, I must admit, I do like Dan James out on that left-hand side, so I wonder if it's more of a rotational thing, that maybe it'll be different strikers, just looking how they're lining up around the circle. James certainly looks on the left-hand side, so might be Gnonto actually up top. Let's see, or Sinistera. Who knows? I don't know. We're going to find out when the game kicks off.
But that's what you're here for, Tony.
Yeah. No one's told me, that's the problem. And as you rightly say, we haven't got that out and out number 9.
Yeah, so the players before the game begins have all lined up around the edge of the centre circle, and applause begins to remember all those supporters from Leeds United, but I guess from Cardiff City as well, who we've lost since the last time teams were out on the pitch. It's a moment of remembrance. The Leeds family remembers. This community stays strong. And Leeds United are ready to begin another pitch at the Championship. They know it's still fresh enough in most players' memories, in the fans' memories for sure. This is a tough old league to get out of, and the job starts with this game against Cardiff City. I'll say it now and then I won't mention it again, but this is a team that has a tremendous record here really at Ellen Road. Just one defeat in the last 11 visits to Ellen Road for Cardiff City, but that discounts the last time they came here, which was in the FA Cup last season, their league visits, and of course Leeds came out comfortably on top, and that's exactly what we'd like to see again here this afternoon. The game is underway. Leeds United are kicking from left to right.
So initially it does look like Gnonto is going to be up top, and Sinistera just tucked in behind, but I really do think they'll be swapping, toing and throwing, but whatever it is, ball on the deck, get it to those players in good areas. We could make some hay.
Does look like there's some pace up top, if nothing else for Leeds. Plenty else, I hope, but as we see Sinistera dive into a challenge and concede a free kick. He's one of those players we didn't see enough of last season, Sinistera. You would hope, from the glimpses we got, he looks like a player.
Absolutely. I think if he stays fit, he tears up the championship. Simple as that. He'll gain momentum. He's got quality on the ball. We saw him score plenty of goals as well in his limited appearances.
Ethan Ampadu, the Welsh international, first significant involvement in the game is positive. Good ball through to Nonto, just outside the D. Laid off by Sinisterra to Archie Gray, making a home league debut for Leeds United. What a fantastic day for Archie Gray, the youngest of the Gray dynasty to make his debut for Leeds United, the latest of the Gray dynasty to make his debut for Leeds United. He's played well through pre-season. He's earned his place in this starting lineup at just over 17 years old. Which
is quite remarkable, but I'm absolutely delighted to see him out there. And you're right, he plays a good few years above his age, but someone said to me, how do you think he's going to handle the atmosphere? I said, are you kidding? Eddie Gray, I mean, there he is on the screen there. Plus, obviously, Andy and Stuart, I mean, they know, they've seen everything in their career. They would have passed it on to young Archie. And you know what? I think he's ready. He is ready for this.
Yeah, you'd have to talk about DNA, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's in the DNA. Leeds is in the family DNA, obviously. But top-level football is in that family's DNA as well. And Archie, the latest off the Gray production line. Cardiff City with a free kick just inside their own half, in front of the East Stand. Cut the ball back. Cardiff have made a few moves in the market themselves, most notably Aaron Ramsey coming to join the club after a spell in France with Nice. And Ramsey, the hugely experienced Wales international, one of a number of Welsh internationals on show today, is lined up with the club that he started his career with to try and make sure that they have a much better season than they did last time. They finished one place above the relegation zone, 5 points and a place above the relegation spots in the Championship last season, Cardiff, so it was a struggle. Leeds struggled in the FA Cup tie at the Cardiff City Stadium, 2 down, came back to 2-2 with a last-minute goal, then won the replay comfortably. At the moment, the 2 meters equals, and it's as equals that we see the game developing currently.
Yeah, it looked like handball, didn't it, over that far side? But there you can see, kept the ball in, but nothing given. But what I like after that, the reaction of our players, is 2 or 3 white shirts in and around the ball, quickly winning it back and giving the opposition no space to play in.
Throw into Cardiff, just inside their own half. Far side as Cardiff kick right to left as we watch from underneath the roof of the West Stand gantry here at a packed Ellen Road. Cardiff attacking now with Ramsey, cut out by Ayling, but spare man on the edge of the box is Carlon Grant. And then the flag is raised. Carlon Grant had strayed too far forward, the man on loan from West Bromwich Albion. Seen him in action against Leeds at Championship level when he was wearing the shirt of Huddersfield and West Brom as well. And Grant just caught too far forward, I think, there.
Yeah, just Coops actually got turned initially, didn't he? Then Ayling, the ball in was a poor one. That gave Cardiff 2 bites of the cherry, but they didn't take it. And certainly just half a yard offside.
Gray in possession for Leeds. Back it goes to Pascal Struijk. Struijk back to Gray again. Daniel Farker down below. His first game, competitive game in charge of Leeds United. A man who's led Norwich twice to promotion from this division. Brought in for that knowledge, for that experience, and hopefully for that capability. Gray on the halfway line. Luke Ayling waiting on this right side touchline, infield beyond Archie Gray, misplaced ball. Ramsey intercepts for Cardiff, plays it back to the edge of his own box, and then it's hooked forward onto the chest of Ugbo, another who's arrived this summer. And then Luke Ayling takes control and plays the ball back to Alain Meslier. We heard from him before kick-off, preferred today to Carl Darlow, but pressure on that number 1 position for sure. Somerville back to Gray, and back to Somerville again, back to Archie Gray, seeing a lot of the ball in these opening stages. 5 minutes gone, 0-0. James, first chance to stretch his legs down the left side towards a corner flag. Dan James, does he keep the ball in? No, he doesn't. Referee says that's a throw to Cardiff. Fans on the far side appealing for handball against the defender, but the referee awards a throw into the away team instead.
And that's something to watch out for as well on the left-hand side when Glenn Cooper does get the ball. That Leo Yelda, he'll be certainly forward, but inside that inverted fullback position. Dan James then will come in and try and get it on that left-hand side. So just a bit more rotation and variation for the man on the ball at the back.
Cooper pushing up into the Cardiff half, picks up possession now. Struijk who hooks the ball all the way back to Meslier. He's under no pressure as it bounces in front of him. So he can take his time and just push a pass forward to Liam Cooper. Cooper can carry the ball a little further forward for Leeds United. Cooper back to Meslier. And now Pascal Struijk. Busy week ahead for Leeds. Midweek Carabao Cup game on Wednesday. Then a trip to Birmingham. We'll be heading to the Midlands next Saturday. But this is the big job that lies in front of Leeds before all of that. Dan James, left side to Gelder. Back to the halfway line and Cooper. Leeds maintaining possession with Luke Ayling now on the right side. Into Archie Gray, halfway line. Gray hides his time. Pokes the ball back to Struijk. He rolls it square to Cooper, edge of the centre circle. Cardiff all back in their own half, all blue shirts back in Cardiff's territory. Ampadu, distinctive hairdo, out to this right side to Luke Ayling with the little man bun on the back of his head. Gnonto plays a nice ball to Ayling, tries to get it inside the defender, and Ayling was battling away to try and get around Callum O'Dowda there, but O'Dowda stayed firm and held Luke Ayling away, and the ball goes behind for a goal kick.
Good defending, wasn't it, from O'Dowda? However, good possession play from us, nice and patient, keeping the ball. Wow, controlling the game of football. Bryn, we're going to get used to this season. Well, that's certainly the plan, isn't it?
Very, very early days yet. We're 8 minutes in. Leeds United showing that there's a lot of work being done in these opening stages. New philosophies that have been put in place in the weeks of the summer since Daniel Farke somewhat belatedly arrived at the club.
You see there the difficulty as well when Dan James gets it. Sometimes you want to just get a yard and whip it into the box. Unfortunately, our strikers aren't the taller, so we're going to have to really manoeuvre the ball in at the right height, certainly.
Leeds work the ball again out to Dan James on that far side. Maybe he can attack the penalty area. Misplaces his ball. It's picked up by Joe Rawls, the Cardiff captain, hugely experienced Cardiff player. But Leeds win it back quickly. James just outside the box. Couldn't quite control. And the ball is cleared forward. And then Gelder comes in with a strong challenge. Too strong for the referee's liking. And the free kick is awarded by Josh Smith, the match official, who's resplendent in an orange shirt.
Yes, you certainly can see the referee, which is always good. Let's see if he just has a chat with Gelder. I think it was a firm challenge, no doubt, but an honest one. Might have got a little piece of the ball, but certainly a little piece of the man as well. Here we go. It's there, it's bouncing. Oh, that's just a 50-50, nothing wrong with that at all.
Aaron Ramsey was the man on the end of it, rolled out the challenge. Player who's had his fair share of problems with injuries in recent seasons. Went off to Juventus from Arsenal and then found himself in France. He's had a couple of loan moves as well in the midst of that. He actually started his career at Cardiff.
I think what we do know, obviously, he's a quality player, but the legs aren't quite what they were, so we need to make it high tempo and get him running around the pitch. That's certainly not his best suit, but if we give him time and space, we'll be in trouble.
Cardiff have an attack building here. They're just outside the Leeds penalty area. Well intercepted by Ayling, but it comes out for O'Dowda, who plays the ball into the middle, where it's picked up by Winkle, and then pushed further wide to Ng. Back to Winkle again. Ramsey's ball is cut out in the midfield. Now Gnonto holds it, plays it in front of Somerville to chase and run onto. Somerville controls, looks up, and tries to scoop a pass with the outstep. It was a difficult ball. Gnonto was the intended recipient. Gnonto chases down the goalkeeper, and the attack breaks down. Just for a moment there was some potential for Leeds. Now it's Cardiff showing that with Ramsey. Good ball out to this left-hand side to pick out the run of Ugbo. And Grant with a cross beyond Meslier. Gelder waiting well at the far post, and there's a push in the back there of Dan James. Quite clear foul by Winkle, and that's a Leeds free kick just outside the box.
I thought James played that really well because he knew exactly what the defender was going to do and made the most of that little touch, but got to be careful. Good move, wasn't it, from Cardiff? They found some space down this left-hand side, and then when the ball come across, Gelder actually does well at the far post, but his header unfortunately was back into more of a danger area, maybe just helping it on behind him, but even so, we get the free kick.
Liam Cooper with the pass back to Pascal Struijk. Return ball to Cooper again. Pushed on for Yelden and then back to Strauch. Spreads the play wide right side.
Too much.
Sails over the head of Luke Ayling. And into touch in front of the travelling Cardiff fans, but also not the full allocation sold by Cardiff for this game. So Leeds fans occupy the lower section of the West Stand, and the Cardiff travelling fans have the upper section down below us. Ampadu, cushioned header, helped on into the penalty area. Chase was on there. Man who was trying to get on the end of it was Nonto for Leeds, but it was just nodded back into the hands of the Cardiff keeper, Anik.
Yes, Gutas just got there in time, but Nonto certainly will harry and he will chase, but you need to get him some service on the ground.
Ampadu does well,
Good
wins the ball back for Leeds. Good strong challenge, fair challenge. Now Pascal Strauch. Out to this near side to Luke Ayling. Ayling, socks pulled up over his knees, back to Strauch. Now Ampadu offers himself in the midfield. Short ball to Liam Cooper, centre circle. Liam Cooper looks wide. Tiki Eldon gets it back off him. Mellier's well out of his penalty area, comes to join in. Under no pressure, so he can just push the ball out to Pascal Strauch, who helps it further forward to Luke Ayling, who's got a little bit of space. Tries to curl the ball beyond the defender for the run of Somerville. Put out by the defender down this left side, and G, and then long ball played up by Wintle onto the head of Kjelder, who just nods it into touch. Had a man on his shoulder, Bowler, the signing from Nottingham Forest, Loney. Cardiff with a new manager, as Leeds have in their technical area, Errol Bullitt.
It's Fenerbahce, I think.
Yeah, managed at Fenerbahce. He's always managed in Turkey. Born in Germany, but played for the Turkish under-21s in the course of his career. And he's had a number of clubs in Turkey, so it's his first crack at the English game. Daniel Farke, by comparison, is an old hand.
First game for him is Leeds away. That's a baptism of fire, but no doubt he'll set his side up. Nice, strong and solid. That's what they have been so far.
Always been an extra edge to these Cardiff Leeds games. That FA Cup tie, I think, probably pretty much saw to that. Sam Aman and all that. Lovely ball now for Nonto, just ahead actually of Willie Nonto there from Somerville. Nice idea, good running from Nonto. Execution not quite what was required, and it went into the hands of the goalkeeper.
No, in that FA Cup game, I actually was commentating on that for, I think, for ITV or someone or other, and after the game I had to wait half an hour. There was a bit of fun and games going on outside the pitch.
Yeah, it got very messy. So the memory lingers on as Aaron Ramsey knocks the ball back into the right-back position, then gets a return ball and then just diverts it back to the goalkeeper. Saved a penalty in that first meeting between the two in the FA Cup last season. Has the ball under pressure from Nonto. Leeds pressing the man in possession. Flicked forward towards Ramsey, who heads it back into the midfield, then helped up to the halfway line to Ugbo. Just plays a long ball over the top. Grant will chase him. Meslier comes to the edge of his box, and it bounces once, it bounces twice, and it bounces up into his hands.
Yeah, it's good closing down. They really are pressuring the ball well, forcing Cardiff into rushed passes, which invariably we end up picking up.
First quarter of an hour's gone in this EFL Championship season, and the scoreline is Leeds United 0, Cardiff City 0.
I think the key is going to be this season how we unlock teams like this that come to Ellen Road and really just want to sit off. We have to then try and make sure we get our movement right, our passing right, get in behind them at the right time.
Archie Gray threads the ball, lovely layoff from Nonto to Somerville. Somerville's just outside the box, he's attacking to Nonto. Nonto lets the ball run through his legs, hits it towards goal, it's cleared away as far as Luke Ayling. Gray's on the edge of the area, low drive from Gray, comes back to Gray again. Second goal, again it's cleared off the legs of a defender. A flurry of chances for Leeds raises the volume here at Ellen Road.
There's the blueprint of how to get through this Cardiff defence. On the ground, lovely little touch, wasn't it? Nonto to Somerville and back again. Almost gets his shot away, but Cardiff, some good last-ditch defending. Stop us hitting the target.
Gray heavily involved in all of that. 2 goes at goal, both blocked. Nonto also. Pascal Strauch out to this right side to Luke Ayling.
Ayling's just in the Cardiff half. Now it's on the halfway line with Strauch. Cross from right to left to Liam Cooper. Now Sinisterra, a bit of space to operate in here. Here's Sinisterra, lovely 2 or 3 step overs, and then just helps the ball out to this near side. Ayling, first time header into Gnonto! Oh! Gnonto's volley then just brushes the far post. Would have been a wonderful goal. Not quite. Very similar to the effort he scored against Cardiff in the Cup last season.
It's great play, it really is, and the nod back from Ayling is superb, and it sits up just nice for Gnonto to say, go on, give it a lash on the volley. Couldn't quite direct it into that far corner, but it was ever so close.
As the rain begins to fall here at Ellen Road, as was forecast, Leeds United get a glimpse of an opening goal for this 23-24 campaign. Ramsey, centre circle. O'Dowda, halfway line. Short ball. Then it's played straight to Luke Ayling. And Ayling will waste no time in going back to Meslier. And Leeds can begin again with Liam Cooper on the ball for the home team. Cooper. Square pass to Pascal Strauch. Strauch strides forward. Gnonto lays it back into the path of Archie Gray. Now it's with Liam Cooper. And now Cooper left side to Hjelde, who's on the halfway line for Leeds. Again, Leeds keeping long spells of possession here. Gray works it to Strauch. All bar Cooper and Meslier up in that Cardiff half now as Somerville has it. Plays it to Cooper. Halfway line. To Sinisterra. Now Ampadu back to Sinisterra. Leeds probing out to the left side to Dan James. James in field to Gnonto. Tries to give the ball back to James. Comes back out on the edge of the box for Sinisterra. Sinisterra, lovely ball into James. Whips across in. Causes chaos in the 6-yard box, and Cardiff just have enough bodies in there to help it away. Leeds come again. The roar goes up. Gray, lovely play from Archie Gray in between 2 challenges, and then it's just nicked off his toes at the crucial moment. Somerville has it back though. He's into the area. Somerville blocked off. Desperate defending from Cardiff. Back into Somerville. Somerville going for the byline. Strong challenge on Somerville. It comes off his toes and it flies behind, and the referee says that's a goal kick.
Really great play. Mark McGuinness with a last-ditch challenge on Somerville just when he was pulling the trigger, but intricate, tight play in and around the box. Cardiff have to be very careful of making those challenges, but McGuinness, I think, gets it right. Goes out for a goal kick, says the referee. Let's see if it comes off Somerville. Very hard to tell.
I'm saying corner, but obviously I'm biased.
Me too. Let's go for a corner kick.
Wasn't given, mine.
No, what's more important, we're getting the ball down into those technical plays that we've got up top, in and around the box, and that's important.
Somerville stayed down afterwards. It was a strong challenge clean challenge from McGuinness, but Somerville's back on his feet. The last thing anybody involved with Leeds wants to see at the moment is an attacking player hobbling. We've seen plenty of that already, and the season's 20 minutes old. In the build-up, Leeds have lost Bamford and Ruter, both of whom I've just seen down in the tunnel prior to kick-off. Ruter might be involved, I think, maybe next weekend. Bamford probably not. And Joseph as well, also ruled out, an injury picked up in training. So Leeds don't really have a striker at the moment. So Daniel Farker has had to come up with a system that accommodates that absence. At the moment, Leeds creating chances for sure. And the next stage of that is quite obviously stick one of them in. Here's Gnonto. Back it goes to Strauch. I mean, you'd say at this stage Leeds are completely dominant in this game.
Yeah, well, we are controlling things, keeping the ball extremely well. Always got to be mindful of the counter-attack. We've seen that once or twice, but it's how can we break down this pack of blue shirts in front of us? Well, we've done it once or twice. Can we, as you rightly say, stick it in the back of the net?
And Perdue tries to set off a run forward. Ramsey, his international teammate, tackles him. As all that was going on, we heard Hen Vlad van Hadij, the Welsh anthem, ringing out from the Cardiff supporters down below. Ugbo now plays it to Ramsey on the edge of the Leeds penalty area. Forced out away from the box towards the near side touchline by Hjelde. Ayling steps in to help out. Ayling back to Hjelde, gets a nice little return ball from Hjelde up the line to Nontos. Leeds still tight in the area around their own penalty area. Now they work it forward. Oh, Ampadu's got that one wrong, and it spoons up in the air off his boot. Comes out for a Cardiff throw in. And Nonto and O'Dowda, a little tussle for possession of the ball.
What I like is certainly the ability to try and play out from these tight areas. Got to make sure you're secure in possession as well, but we did well there. Ampadu just unfortunately lofted it not quite where he wanted to.
Strout battling away with Ugbo. Grant to O'Dowda, the Republic of Ireland international. Now Gutas, the new signing. Tall figure at the heart of the Cardiff defence, gets the ball back again. Gives it away though, straight to Nonto. Nonto, surely fouled by Grant, yes. Grant probably felt he had to make that challenge there because Nonto, although he was still in his own half, had the look of a man who was intent on charging forward with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, and you see Nonto started up top. Now he's moved out to the right-hand side. Somerville has gone up to the top. So I do believe it'll be a rotation. Wherever you kind of end up on the pitch, then play that position. But good movement is what's required, and that will cause the defenders problems.
It's kind of four spread across the front, aren't they, really? Yeah. With James out wide, Sinisterra just inside, Somerville at his shoulder. And then Nonto beyond that. Lost on the halfway line. And it's Alway who carries it forward for Cardiff. Ampadu, good challenge. Cardiff have it back on the halfway line. Ferry it back into their own half where there's a little more space and time to operate. Rolls has it. And then it's O'Dowda who's made a good run down the left side, and he's got space on this left side of the box for Cardiff. Chance to pick out his cross. O'Dowda towards the penalty spot, still alive in the middle for Cardiff, and it's stabbed into the back of the net. And the opening goal of the game is scored by Josh Bowler on his debut for Cardiff City. O'Dowda found himself an acres down the left, and Cardiff capitalised. Leeds 0, Cardiff 1.
Really poor goal to give away. O'Dowda free down this left-hand side. Someone has to go with him. You see Ailing's got his man. Nonto, the one that's come inside, has not picked up O'Dowda. No one's actually gone to him either to put him under any sort of pressure. And the goal scorer gets another opportunity when it does ricochet out to him, just to slot it home. He's put it away well because there's plenty of bodies in front, but from our point of view, that is a really poor goal. Too easy to get free on that left-hand side. And after that, the ball drops, fortunately, to a Cardiff player.
Bowler stabs it in, and all Leeds' good work is undone. So the Leeds fans who've enjoyed what they've seen up to this point now, I guess, have that slightly familiar sinking feeling. They've seen Leeds play well in the opening stages of games before, only to concede. That was a Premier League trait. It can't become a championship trait.
No, so the response is going to be extremely important this next 5-10 minutes. Really just get back to what we were doing before, keep putting Cardiff under pressure. Nothing really changes, but of course have to defend better.
Long ball onto the head of Liam Cooper. Dan James infield to Sinisterra, gives it back to James. Clips it onto Somerville. It's cleared only as far as James. Sinisterra rolls it out to Hjelde. Back it goes to Hjelde, then Sinisterra rolls off his man, and a second man makes space for himself just outside the box. Tees up Nonto. Nonto's shot, and Leeds will get a free kick for the earlier challenge on Sinisterra, right on the edge of the penalty box.
What about that spin from Sinisterra? Superb. I thought at one point he's going to lose the ball. Instead, somehow he's controlled. That ball sticks to his boot, doesn't it? And the spin, see you later. A couple of challenges there. That one there was late, and rightly so, free kick. Advantage was played, but well, we didn't score, so it was brought back.
So Leeds have a chance with this free kick. There's a trio of players around the ball. Somerville's there, Gray is there, Nonto is there. Hands on hips. And Leeds know that there's an opportunity to try and exploit here, having gone behind in this game. 26th minute. Somerville looking favourite here to have a crack at this one. Anik lines up his wall. The referee gives the signal. Somerville straight at the wall, and that one goes straight out of play for a throw-in to Leeds United midway inside the Cardiff half.
Couldn't quite get it up and over. Some big boys in that Cardiff defence as well, and in the wall.
Held a short throw to Gray. Sinisterra. Back it goes to Somerville. To Liam Cooper. And now Ethan Ampadu. And then Nonto misplaces his pass. And the goal scorer, Bowler, picks it up. Two players stay down. Nonto, one of them, after that coming together. Nonto limps away. And may require treatment here, as may the player who's involved in the challenge with him, which is I think it's Aaron Ramsey.
Well, we certainly don't need Nonto injured, but he looks to be okay, complaining to the ref, but he's up and walking at least.
It's not Ramsey who's down on his knees for Cardiff. He's walking towards the situation now.
Rolls, I think.
Yeah, Rolls it is. The skipper, Cardiff skipper, it's the Cardiff fans that you can hear inside the stadium now. The Leeds fans a little bit subdued. Side had started the game really well and then conceded.
Yeah, but when you give this sort of space, just can't afford it. And everyone backing off towards the goal instead of picking up a man coming into the box as well. And you're right, Bowler does get a second chance, which he takes well.
Just threaded the ball through a crowd of players in front of him, Josh Bowler. Spent last season on loan at Blackpool, like Jan Paveda of Leeds, who's on the bench today. Still, the game is delayed here for treatment. One of the changes you're going to see materialise through the course of the EFL season is in terms of the amount of time that's being played in games, because the referees and the referees' assistants have been told that they must add on everything here. So expect significant sums of time to go up on the board when 45 minutes is up, and then indeed 90 minutes is up. I watched the game yesterday with 5 added minutes at the end of the first half, and it ended up being 9.5 added minutes in the second half.
And this one here is going to be 2 or 3 minutes, you know, just with rolls. So, which is why, again, concentration, but also fitness levels are really important if games are going to be pushing on that bit longer. So all that pre-season work you've got on your legs is going to be very vital.
Time wasting is also being cracked down upon. So there'll be yellow cards issued fairly swiftly for what the referee will deem to be time wasting. All in an effort to have the ball in play for longer spells and periods. As Strout slips, and suddenly the run opened up towards goal for Bowler. And Leeds were a little lucky that his touch was heavy there, and it ran away from him and into the hands of Meslier.
Wow, that was almost a very big problem. Fortunately, it wasn't so, but it's got to clear our heads and get back to playing. So the response, it's a first game in. We've really got to come back hard at Cardiff now.
Ampadu, edge of the centre circle. Short ball to Pascal Struijk. Into the centre circle to Cooper. Cooper out wide to Dan James. Probably hasn't seen enough of the ball from Leeds' perspective in these opening 20 or so minutes. In fact, 29 minutes. We're into the 30th now. Good work on that far side. Can he keep the ball in place in Sinisterra? Can. He's taken off his toes and put out for a Leeds throw-in down by the corner flag on the left side.
Great footwork again. Thought it was going out, but somehow managed to keep it in. Down goes Rawls, I think, the player that was certainly injured earlier.
Well, if he's injured, he's going to come off. The substitute is already prepared down below. Adams is going to come on to replace the captain, and the board goes up quickly, so that Cardiff can't be accused, I think, here of using this as a time-wasting tactic. Rawls walks off towards the far corner flag, and Ebu Adams it is who joins the fray. And he goes straight into a defensive position as Leeds have this throw-in, level with the edge of the Cardiff City penalty area. Gelder with the ball in his hands. Subs come out to warm up for Leeds down below. Sinisterra gets the header on. Gelder delivers back into the box, and it bounces high and it bounces over and goes behind, and that'll be a goal kick. And Cardiff are in no apparent hurry to get it taken, which is something that the referee is watching closely here. Goalkeepers in particular have been served notice that they will be yellow carded if they're perceived to be killing time. Long goal kick comes forward, flicked on beyond Cooper to Bowler. Bowler trying to keep the ball in play, fails. Leeds have a throw in midway inside their own half. Up the line, Hjelde is given the ball by Liam Cooper, throws it back to the captain. And Liam Cooper back into Meslier in the penalty area. Meslier to Pascal Struijk. Pascal Struijk delays and then passes back short to Cooper. Leeds are a little bit stuck at the moment with Cooper trying to go long instead, over the top, looking for the run. Picks up James, just outside the area, shoots! He shoots over Dan James from the edge of the D. Had a sight of goal, shot wasn't accurate.
It certainly wasn't. Does really well to win the ball back, and I think he had an option as well to play in Somerville just to his right-hand side, but I think he's right in giving it a go. You have to hit the target there. He's in the middle of the goal, 20 yards out. Make the goalkeeper work.
A bit of variation in terms of the approach from Leeds, from Cooper going more direct, almost paid off. Cooper heads the ball again for Leeds now to Ampadu. Ampadu's header loops up all the way back to Meslier from the edge of the centre circle. And Pascal Struijk is quickly given the ball, quickly closed down, and so Cooper gives it back to Meslier again. Struijk. Forward it goes to Somerville. Somerville turns and looks forward to Luke Ayling, right side, pushing on for Leeds United, down this right. Infield to Somerville. Somerville crowded out of it by blue shirts, goes back to Archie Gray. Gray, Ramsey on his shoulder, gets it to Somerville. Somerville goes back to the halfway line to Struijk. Ayling has stayed up. Cooper is on the ball now for Leeds in an advanced position. Wide to Dan James, in from the touchline. Dan James brings the ball in field. Dan James trying to get into Sinisterra between two Cardiff players. Bowler comes away with it for the away team. And then a misplaced ball gives Leeds possession again. Ampadu. Ampadu to Gray. Gray threads it forward. And it breaks kindly into the path of Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling, in it goes to Somerville. Little layoff for Gray. Gray tries to wiggle his way into the edge of the penalty area. No foul given as he goes to the ground. The referee looks at it and gives nothing. Play continues with Leeds and Ampadu in possession. Hooks the ball quickly to Liam Cooper. Gets the ball back from Liam Cooper, the central midfielder. Defensive midfielder. Archie Gray plays alongside him, pushing it forward for Leeds now. Out wide to Luke Ayling. Ayling infield to Gray. Gray back to Ampadu again. Now Ayling, the space he's got on this right side. Couldn't pick the cross out, Grant's closed him down. Gray, Leeds still playing in deep in that Cardiff half. Ampadu on this right side. Gives the ball short to Archie Gray, looking for movement. Gray carries it himself, plays it straight to the sub. Cardiff Dowder then have the chance to clear. They give the ball away. Ramsey, slap. And now Ampadu for Leeds United. Ampadu goes out wide to Dan James. Dan James carrying the ball up towards the byline. Still going Dan James. Goes down, ball goes out, corner kick Leeds United.
Just off the defender. See again, we keep the ball extremely well. It's just trying to thread that pass through. I thought the pass from Archie Gray was the right idea, but just needed to be more angled. I think some of it would have been in, but it's those moments where we need that movement, need to pull the defenders around to find the space.
Archie Gray gets huge applause as he goes to take this corner kick for Leeds from those in the far corner. Gray gives his teammates the signal. Whips it in low to the near post. Sinisterra have come to meet it. Referee says it's going to be another corner kick. I suspect Archie will want to put a little bit more elevation in this one. It came in very low.
Yeah, whipping it low wasn't the plan, Brim. But we've seen him take corner kicks in pre-season. They've been very good.
So he gets another go at it here. Referee stops him, though, because the referee's seen something in the penalty area that displeases him.
Yeah. Gutas and McGuinness, Cooper, they're all having a bit of a push and a shove.
It's all getting a little heated in there. The referee steps away from it, keeps his eye on it. And Cooper is drawn out to the crowd. Ramsey also for Cardiff. And words are exchanged between the match official and the players. And now eventually Leeds United will be able to take this corner kick.
Kutas there again. Look at his arm all round Cooper.
Curling ball. Anik
Great
fingertips
corner.
it out of the 6-yard box. Could have gone anywhere. Comes out this near side. Dan James can't control the ball and it rolls off his feet and goes out to play for a Cardiff throw-in.
Unfortunate miscontrol from James there, but really good ball in from Archie Gray again. And what, we're 36 minutes into his debut, and he's been very impressive.
Cardiff throw. O'Dowda down the line. Ugbo beaten to it by Strauch. Hooked forward back to Ugbo on the halfway line. Gray's in there battling away for Leeds. Now Ayling comes to help him out. Ayling goes down. Hand in the back. Carl Grant. You know what comes next.
The Ayling flop. Yes, it's taken, what, 37 minutes, 38 minutes, but yeah, excellent. Well done, Luke Ayling, winning the free kick. And it's in his position that he takes up on the pitch. Look at him here. It's right wing that, you know, he is playing. Yelda is kind of the one just sitting and coming back. And certainly the wide man in the front is going inside. So Somerville is going inside to make an extra attacker.
Now then, Leeds with Sinisterra and a bit of space and time. Up to the edge of the area, back to Sinisterra. Plays it into Somerville. He shoots! Goalkeeper pushes it away from goal. As close as Leeds United have come. Shot on target. Saved, and it goes behind for a corner.
Excellent play. Really good link-up play. You can see Sinisterra gets it and turns. Lovely little 1-2. And the layoff is ideal as well. And why not have a go? That is curling in. That is a really good effort. Anik with a good save.
So Gray has come to this near side to take another corner kick for Leeds here. Goes in low again, flicked across the penalty box, comes back out on the far side to Dan James. Helps it back to Ampadu. Ampadu, right foot, curling ball, Nonto. He's in space, but the reason he's in space is that he's offside and the flag is immediately raised.
That certainly looked close, and that's what Ampadu can do. Once he gets his head up, really can thread those passes through. And Yonto clearly just half a yard the wrong side of the defenders. Good defending from Cardiff.
Leeds continue to dominate possession in this game. Most of the game being played in the Cardiff half, which makes it all the more frustrating that goal has been conceded in the midst of it all. Strauch wins a strong header. Straight, though, onto the chest of the midfielder Wintle. Cardiff in Leeds half, and Jeeve with the ball out wide to Bowler. Bowler with the headband on. Trying to take on Hjelde here. Rolls the ball back and gets the return ball in the penalty area and tees it up for Aaron Ramsey. Turns goalwards and it's spinning and it's clear and it's in the back of the net. And it's turned in from close range. And Ugbo it is at the far post, who just helps the ball over the goal line. Cardiff got a lucky break in the box. Bad news for Leeds. It's Leeds 0, Cardiff 2.
Once again, defending has to be better. Bowler's picked the ball up and he can't get inside and be free inside the box. Exactly what he does. Plays a 1-2, gets the wrong side of Hjelde, and after that does well to get his head up, but even so, a couple of players at the back post. Plenty of white shirts, unfortunately. Ball watching. When it does come to that back post, a tap in for the Cardiff City man, and that's just disappointing. 2-0 down. Now we have it all to do.
Well, Bowler has made quite an impression on his Cardiff debut here. Involved in that goal, scored the first goal. And Cardiff City now have put clear daylight between themselves and Leeds United in the opening half of this game. 40 minutes gone. And Cardiff are 2 in front. Leeds with it all to do. And I guess you'd say as they were in the FA Cup tie. But the stakes almost feel higher here.
Yeah, they certainly do. Next goal has to be ours.
Nonto can't get up against Gutas. Heads the ball into touch. So that's a Leeds United throw in which Ayling takes back to Pascal Strauch. Liam Cooper. Short ball wide to Hjelde. Cooper back to Strauch. It's the first sense of the sun perhaps coming out, but it's a gloomy mood around Ellen Road just at the moment. Ayling, back it goes to Pascal Strauch. Leeds playing across the back to Cooper. Further wide to James. The elder back to Cooper. And the possession stats will be wildly in Leeds' favour here, but counts for absolutely nothing when it's the opposition with their two meaningful moments, really, who've scored off both of them.
Yeah, and as much possession and controlling the game that you do, you still have to defend. You still have to do the right thing when Cardiff have the ball, and we've been found wanting a couple of times.
Nonto looks forward. Somerville back to Nonto. Now Sinisterra just outside the box. Close control is good, but couldn't find Luke Ayling. But now he gets a second go. Tries to break through a crowd of blue shirts. Every time the Leeds man around the edge of the box has it, there's 4 or 5 blue men descend upon him. And Cardiff are not ashamed to completely pack the box whenever Leeds threaten to come forward.
And rightly so, with the 2-goal lead, you do sit there and try and get us on the counter-attack. We need to work out a way of breaking it down.
Ayling, near side, goes on the byline to Gray. Similar position now. Looking for space, again blocked out of it by blue shirts. Trying to get to the byline corner flag, wins a corner kick off the foot of the defender. Best situation was really there from Archie Gray.
Yep, clever play. So he's going to take the corner kick. Nonto has just had word with him earlier to try and flight it. A little bit different, but can we get a good delivery? But more importantly, make sure, have the belief that we're going to get the end of it.
3 minutes and less of normal time remaining in this first period. Leeds with a corner kick. Gray delivers deep this time. Up in the air it goes. Cooper back into the middle. Strauch's underneath it. And he got fairly good contact on the ball, but he didn't get the right direction on it. And it went into the hands of the goalkeeper.
All right, that was a good effort. So, corner kick right to the far. Good header back from Liam Cooper as well. He was just always stretching slightly, wasn't he? As he was running onto the ball, might have been able to direct it a little bit better either side of the keeper.
Goalkeeper with the kick over the halfway line. Ogbo there, another who scored on his debut for Cardiff. Gray, ball over the top. Nonto might get to this. No, flag is raised, so he's set off in an offside position. A little push in the back of Callum O'Dowda shows Nonto's frustration at the flag being raised there.
Yeah, a couple of things now from Nonto, and you're right, it is pure frustration, but got to contain that, got to respond in the right way. No doubt last night when they went to sleep and had a bit of a dream about this game, it wasn't 2-0 down at half-time, was it? So just got to keep it together and try and get that next goal.
Yeah, goal before half-time obviously would be a big boost indeed. As Meslier has the ball in his hands. Elan Meslier rolls it underarm to Liam Cooper, edge of the box. Cooper looks forward, not a lot on, so has to go back to Meslier. Just a little sign of frustration there from Liam Cooper, asking for an option. Strauch to Somerville, skips away from the challenge, gives the ball to Archie Gray, back to Liam Cooper. Cooper over the halfway line to Sinisterra, back to Cooper. Run from James is a hopeful one down the left side. Cooper can't quite find him, but it comes for Sinisterra. He can't return the ball to James. Need to get it back and give it away. Aaron Ramsey with the ball to Josh Bowler. All stuck out on that far side touchline in front of the east stand. Now Strauch underneath it with a looping header that will go into touch. Willick Nokielda keeps the ball in play. Still up in the air. Strauch still up in the air. And it's kind of a little EFL passage of play there, you might say. Both sides just heading it one side of the halfway line to the other.
There was, but a bit of class was by a 17-year-old making his debut, so he has played well.
Sinisterra for Leeds United, ball at his feet, moving it forward, looking for help now. Goes back to Strauch in the centre circle. 5 added minutes still to play in this game. Leeds need to try and utilise that. Luke Ayling, right side, infield to Sinisterra. A bit slow on the ball there, Sinisterra, to react. Leeds a little lucky to get the ball back again. Liam Cooper had to get that right. He was the last man back as Ugbo came in on him. Leeds now attack with Archie Gray. Attempted pass is blocked off. Ugbo stays down. Thought he was fouled at the start of all that. Referee was having none of it. Now Ampadu for Leeds United. Ampadu plays it back to Stroud. Everyone up from Leeds United again by the keeper. Now Ayling infield to Gray. Gray forced out to this near side by the substitute. The ball goes out of play, off the feet there of Adams, and that would be a Leeds United throw. It's level with the edge of the Cardiff City penalty area. Luke Ayling has gone to retrieve the ball to get on with the game. Countdown clock these days now carries on past 45, so we know that there's a minute and 9 seconds of the added time period now being played. Somerville out wide left side to Dan James to look forward and move forward for Leeds. Tries to get his cross in, comes off and the defender. Leeds have a corner kick. And at some point in this game, these set pieces are going to start telling, haven't they?
You're right. The quality needs to be there on the delivery, but also you need to attack it with that belief. And we've had plenty of corner kicks. Only really one header on target, I think, from Pascal Stroud.
Change to corner kicker. Somerville on duty now. Whips the ball in towards the near post. It's headed up as far as Helder on the edge of the area. His header then is cleared by NG away, all the way up into the Leeds half, where Ampadu picks it up from Meslier. Leeds keen to get going. They've left most players forward from that corner kick, as Ampadu has it on this right side of the centre circle. Ampadu out wide to Ayling. Ayling gives it back to Ethan Ampadu. Lets the ball run under his foot, and then gives it to Liam Cooper. And Cooper into Somerville. Somerville with gloves on. Not that cold. Luke Ayling is offside down this near side. Cardiff's line is disciplined, and Ayling had strayed beyond it. So Cardiff have just what they want in this circumstance, in this situation, which is a free kick with a couple of minutes and a bit to go in this first half. But most importantly, that 2-goal lead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you can see some of the boys just getting a little frustrated. Somerville wanted it to his feet. Stroud went for the long one, but gave the ball away. At the moment, those blue shirts are getting stacked up, and we're finding it difficult to get through them.
Cooper wins the header. Down to the ground, and then helped on by Aaron Ramsey. Ayling's defending for Leeds, nods it into the hands of Meslier. Meslier rolls it out, bowls it out to Archie Gray, who's under pressure from Grant. Does really well. Plays the ball out to Luke Ayling on this right side. Down the line it goes for Nonto. Nonto will carry it on for Leeds. Still going Nonto towards a corner flag, and I think the final touch has come off Nonto. It has, and it's going to be a goal kick. Nonto will argue his case, but was pretty confident even from a distance away that the final touch was off him.
Always have a look at the fans for a response as well, and the South Stand, nothing doing at all. I think they know.
Nonto continues to express his thoughts in the direction of the ref's assistant on this near side. And Cardiff will take a little extra moment over this free kick now as we move into the final minute of the added time period. It's very quiet just at the moment around Ellen Road. Not surprisingly, everybody came here charged with optimism. Usual stuff on the opening day of the season. And whilst there's been quite a bit to like about Leeds' performance up to this point, there's been 2 critical errors in terms of the defending, and that's cost Leeds dearly. Cardiff City it is who have themselves out in front by 2 goals as we head towards the interval. Sinisterra, can Leeds still do something about that? The final few seconds here. Ampadu, now it goes to Somerville. Somerville pushes forward for Leeds. Goes down in the box, so does Nonto. Somerville, he goes down again. Referee looks and gives nothing for Leeds. And you'll hear the reaction from the home supporters.
Well, certainly the second challenge, Adams on Somerville, was a little dubious. Somerville is still down there. I think referee and Liam Cooper will have a chat.
Yeah, the referee has signalled half-time, so the players, most of the players head towards the tunnel, but a small clutch stays around the referee. Liam Cooper argues the case for a Leeds penalty kick. Nothing given, not a great first half in this first game of the EFL Championship season for Leeds United. Dominated possession, created chances, but conceded 2 goals.
Yes, unfortunately, it got off to a bright start with certainly keeping the ball well, but didn't score when we were on top. But at the same time, if you can't score, got to make sure you keep it tight at the back. And twice we were unfortunately undone. Really was disappointing, but still 45 minutes to go to put it right.
Daniel Farke has got the job to do down below in the dressing room now. Lift the troops and get them back in this game. Half-time scoreline is Leeds United 0, Cardiff City 2. Second half begins. Liam Cooper to Pascal Struijk. Moving the ball forward. I wonder whether that'll be another instruction for Leeds to try and get it forward a little more quickly in this second half.
Yeah, because what is going to happen, the Cardiff side will certainly defend deep and in numbers, and some of the boys at the back will have time. Doesn't mean you take time. So you play with the tempo, push forward, really ask questions of them. They'll be very happy, Cardiff, if we just keep knocking around at the back and really not forcing them to twist and turn.
And the ball comes out of play off Byram. His first touch gives Cardiff the throw in, and G takes it the right back. He's standing right in front of the manager. Al Bullock takes his time. Byram's header, his second touch, also takes the ball out of play, and this time Cardiff had advanced 10 yards or so down the near side touchline, and G again with the header in field to Adams. Ampadu. Somerville beaten in the sliding challenge by Adams, and there's a bit of space down the left for O'Dowda to operate in here. He gives the ball away to Ayling, who gives it back to O'Dowda, facing his own goal on the halfway line. Nice link-up play with Aaron Ramsey, two experienced internationals involved there for Cardiff. Somerville skips forward for Leeds, on to Nonto, tries to lay it back into the path of Somerville, and foul by Somerville as he went through the back of Adams, and that'll be a free kick to Cardiff.
And there you saw that link-up play again between Nonto and Somerville, but this time good defending from Cardiff. Got to go with your man, simple as that. Playing a 1-2. And the Cardiff player did that, was fouled.
Header from Byram. Third touch takes the ball into...
Is that a record?
He's going for it here, isn't he? That's 3 into touch. This one's midway inside the Leeds half. NG down the touchline to take it in. It goes to Wintle. Ampadu challenges successfully for Leeds. Gets the ball to Somerville, who looks up. Quickly closed down by Aaron Ramsey. That'll be a free kick. Foul by Aaron Ramsey. Protests his innocence, then helps his opponent to his feet, gives him a pat on the back. And Leeds take it quickly and short. Byram with the ball at his feet. Stays in play this time. Gives it to Dan James. Back to Byram again. Byram to the captain Cooper. Cooper to Archie Gray, lets it run across his body, then stops, turns back, gives it to Liam Cooper in the centre circle. Wide to Struijk.
See, Byram's doing exactly the same thing here, and Dan James has the ball to his feet.
Ayling goes down the right side. In it goes, back to Ayling again, edge of the penalty area, cuts the ball into the middle, players arriving, and the final touches come off a Cardiff leg, and it's gone behind, and it's a Leeds corner kick.
That's better, really good play down that right-hand side. Luke Ayling is onside, and then can we have a runner across that front post? We do, and Nonto, but good defending it was from Mark McGuinness from Cardiff.
Somerville has gone over to take the corner for Leeds. White shirts around the penalty spot. Ball curls in. Cooper!
Get in there!
Liam Cooper rises and powers a header into the back of the net to give Leeds United hope. But Cooper's contact might have come at a price, because the captain stays down as the Leeds fans celebrate, and now hope that they see Liam Cooper get back to his feet. Leeds 1, Cardiff 2.
What a fantastic header. Good delivery as well from that right-hand side. And Cooper, he's the one that wanted it. He rose above everyone, heads it down. Keeper, absolutely no chance. It's just as he lands, there's no doubt that he's landed awkwardly. I'm just thinking, is it ankle? I think that's ankle. Bit of a twist there, unfortunately, when the body and the weight goes one way, and the ankle just gets caught in the turf. But it's exactly what we need at the start of the second half. It's the skipper who gets up and nods us back into the game.
So now anxious eyes on the 6-yard box, where Liam Cooper still sits on the ground with the medical staff tending to him. Referee in close proximity, Charlie Cresswell, keeps his eye on the situation as he warms up down below. Liam Cooper, who's had torrid time with injuries in the last couple of seasons and is looking like he may have caused damage to himself again here. Typically heroic with a header in.
Well, it is. This is all about determination. Who's going to be the strongest? Who wants it more? And it was Coops who got up nice and early, but you can see as he comes down, just awkward the way that his foot hit the deck and his weight went the other way. He's trying just to hopefully... Oh, that looks a sore one. He's not walking properly at all.
Well, I think Charlie Cresswell will be called back towards the dugout here. He's on his way in that general direction now. Liam Cooper sitting down on the turf behind the goal.
Yep, Ampadu's just gone back in the centre half as well. He's now, instructing people around him. Lou Sinistera, get back, get one of those holding midfield positions, make that yours as well, just for now.
Charlie Cresswell gets his shirt on, ready to join the action for Leeds United. Ampadu has played in that central defensive role himself on numerous occasions previously. So Liam Cooper's afternoon finishes, well, you'd say it finished with a flourish, but whilst he got the goal, his absence will be keenly felt by a Leeds United side already struggling with numerous absentees. Stretcher arrives for Liam Cooper, and as we mentioned, busy week ahead for Leeds. Game on Wednesday, game on Saturday. This is a busy month all told, and anyone who picks up any kind of knock here is going to miss games. So Leeds have still only 10 men on the pitch as they try and get forward nevertheless. Ampadu in that defensive role, gives the ball back to Meslier. He gives it back to Ampadu again. Leeds will keep on playing, despite the fact they want to get Cresswell on. Meslier has the opportunity perhaps to kick for touch here, but instead keeps going with the ball to Struijk. And Struijk back to Ampadu again. The volume has been cranked up at Ellen Road. That's what was required. Now Leeds with James. Down the line for Byram. Byram getting into the ball just ahead of Wintle. Holds it up for Leeds. Back into James. Loads it on to Sinistera. Sinistera robbed by Aaron Ramsey on the edge of the Cardiff penalty area. And Bowler. Good pressure from Byram. Gets the ball back for Leeds. The Leeds fans like that. Now James moving forward for Leeds United at pace. James with Sinistera just to his right, goes into the penalty box to Nonto, skipping through, Nonto still going, and it drops onto the top of the net. And Leeds United, with some magic from Nonto, almost conjure up an equaliser.
Wonderful play, we win the ball back really well, and then in a tight area, what I like about this, Dan James gets his head up. Can you find the spare man? No one's in the box yet. On the edge of the box, Nonto picks it up and then does his slalom run into the box. Really was a good effort. Unfortunately, the keeper makes a decent stop and just goes over the bar.
Liam Cooper led towards the tunnel on a stretcher, carried towards the tunnel on a stretcher down below. And Cresswell is on the pitch for Leeds United and goes into the penalty area as Leeds have another corner. Somerville whips it in. Byram still comes back in from Gray. Ayling with a volley, leaning back as he struck the ball, and it carries high over the crossbar and into the midst of the fans behind the goal.
Right, we've got them on the rack. Let's keep them on the rack. Keep pushing up. Try and win it back nice and early, but show composure as well when we're in and around the box. But my goodness, a lot of pushing and shoving in that box as well. NG was, as a defender, you wouldn't want to be doing that. The referee sees it. Could be a penalty.
Cresswell with his header is a good one from the back. Cardiff on the far touchline with Grant to O'Dowda, blocked off by Luke Ayling. Throw-in is Cardiff's. O'Dowda sent back from the too advanced position for the throw-in. Short throw infield to Wintle. Given away to Archie Gray. He's got a bit of space to operate in here. He's good. In fact, he's seeking space, Archie Gray. Brings it over to this near side where there are fewer bodies, but he's tackled well by Adams. And Aaron Ramsey on the halfway line sets up a move forward for Cardiff before Ayling comes in to take the ball off Grant. Now Ampadu can go. The game is really open all of a sudden. Ampadu forward for Leeds. Tries to clip it into the path of Somerville. Underhits it. Cardiff win it back and then win a free kick. A little fortuitously as Grant goes down under the challenge from Sinistera.
Well, didn't get much of a touch, did he? But down he went. Just gave the ball away a couple of times there, unfortunately. But you can hear The fans have cranked up the noise level.
Nonto trying to put pressure on as Cardiff have it moved across the back with McGuinness out to Bowler. Bowler back into his own half, to the central player in the 3 at the moment, Wintle, who steps up back into a more familiar midfield role as Cardiff work down the left side with O'Dowda. Ramsey loses the ball. Ampadu picks it up, gives it back into the left back position, and Cresswell to Strauch. Right mix, that back line now, isn't it, of experience and youth, if you like. Byram on the near side, plenty of games under his belt. Strauch quite a few.
It is, but we have a right-sided centre-half and a left-sided centre-half at least. That's a nice balance about it.
And Cresswell it is. He plays it wide to Luke Ayling, the experienced practitioners. Down the line, almost a nice movement by Somerville there. Final touch off the Leeds man, though, takes the ball over the touchline. Well, this is what referees are meant to clamp down on. Cardiff player kneels down to re-tie a bootlace before he takes the throw in. And surely that's exactly the sort of thing that the directive was meant to address, wasn't it?
Yep, absolutely. So let's see how much time there will be at the end of the game.
But it's a yellow card. That's meant to be, as I understand it, that's meant to be a yellow card. Nothing happened, not even a word offered in admonishment from the referee. Dan James in the centre circle. Big figure of Adams takes it off him, played through Ugbo. Ugbo's on the edge of the penalty area. And he drives the ball goalwards, but he drives the ball wide. Cardiff's first sight of goal in this second half.
Yet again, the space there. Pascal Strauch gets the wrong side. I think he might have thought Charlie Cresswell would be up with him to play the Cardiff striker offside. Instead, he wasn't. He's clean through in that channel, tries to get back. It's a poor finish, thankfully.
Great for Leeds United. I guess Leeds are going to leave a few more gaps. We're still relatively early on in this second half. 57 minutes on the clock. Leeds are 1 behind now. Strauch has the ball and gives it to Sinisterra. Might have seen a little more of Sinisterra in this game, but still time for him. He's on the ball now. The referee gets in the way of his attempted pass, and he has to blow the whistle. He has to penalise himself effectively there, the referee, because Leeds have to be given the possession back.
Yep.
Because they had the ball when it hit him. So Leeds get it back. Cresswell out to the right side to Ayling. To Somerville. Turns and moves towards us. Now Sinisterra just about works the ball away from Bowler. Heard the call of man on perhaps from the crowd there. Strauch to Sinisterra. Byram's in space and he's offside. Shame that, because Sam Byram was able to look across the line and he had space. He could have stepped back a couple of paces and he'd have been on.
Yeah, certainly when you are way on this left-hand side looking across the line, you should not get yourself offside, but I think Sam wanted it earlier, made a slight run, had to stop, and then he was given the ball.
Just seeing shots of Firpo, Harrison and Adams. And nobody's quite sure what the ultimate composition of Leeds squad will be once the transfer window's closed. But I'm sure there are plenty of Leeds fans who are hoping that those 3 may be yet involved. Experience, some ability. And Leeds here trailing on the opening day of the season to a Cardiff side that just about stayed up in the Championship last time around.
But there's still plenty of minutes left to right the ship. That early goal really has given us plenty of hope, and once again we are pressing, but same old thing, got to defend well, watch that counter-attack and play at pace.
Strauch doesn't know quite what to do with it halfway line, so he lets Byram come and take control instead. He gives it off to Cresswell. Pushes forward, Charlie Cresswell. Still going, plays the ball into Luke Ayling. Dowda gets across him. Flag offside. Is raised for offside.
Yep.
Against Luke Ayling.
And that's timing of the pass. Charlie Cresswell has ran a long way. Once Ayling started the run, it's got to go. Instead, taking that extra touch allows Ayling just to run that half-yard offside.
Cardiff in no great hurry to get the game going again here as we move towards the hour mark in this one. Leeds United 1, Cardiff City 2. Cardiff 2 up at the interval. Liam Cooper's header got Leeds back in the game, but it came at a price. The captain had to go off injured. Somerville has Ayling to his right, gives it to him now. Further down the line for Sinisterra to chase. Sliding challenge from Butas, takes the ball away from Sinisterra. Goes out for a Leeds United throw, and it's the mid-position between the corner flag and the edge of the penalty box. Ayling gets the return from Sinisterra, gives it back to Somerville. Somerville in field to Ampadu, midway inside Cardiff's half. Now James, edge of the penalty area. Dan James, in it goes to Nonto. Nonto turns across the face of goal, and it was the defender on the edge of the 6-yard box who got the block, and it goes out for a Leeds United throw-in by the corner flag.
Good play, switching play from the right-hand side over to the left, and Nonto didn't really look up, but just tried to fire it across that 6-yard box, but once again, the big blue shirt was there.
James back to Byram, to Nonto. Nonto into space, further back for Charlie Cresswell. Cresswell moves forward for Leeds.
No.
Runs into the second challenge, tried too much then. He's out of position now as Cardiff. O'Dowda tried to exploit that as Ayling came across, but O'Dowda couldn't keep the ball in play, and it goes for a throw-in.
That's a chance you don't need to take. There's still half hour left in this game. You know, charging forward and giving the ball away in those sort of areas, not what is required.
Too many times last season we saw a swift turnover in those situations. Leeds concede possession, win it back. Sinisterra to Strauch. Again, Cardiff camped in their own half. Byram to Strauch. Now his new defensive partner, Cresswell. Cresswell further wide. Ayling's got a bit of space. Right side, plays it into the path of Sinisterra. Miscontrol by Sinisterra in the penalty area. Leeds still buzzing around. Nonto's in there. Nonto's in there! Cuts it back for James. Still there for Sinisterra inside the penalty area. Hesitates a moment. Ayling has to come and help him out. Now Ampadu. Ampadu thinks about shooting. Gives it back instead to Archie Gray. Gray right side of the box to Ayling to curl the ball in. Breaks off the back of a Cardiff player. And is cleared away only as far as Ampadu to pick up and try and get things going again for Leeds here. Trying to keep the pressure on. Keep the noise levels high. Keep the momentum going. Charlie Cresswell carrying the ball again for Leeds. Down the right side is Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling to Somerville. Somerville looks towards the edge of the penalty area. Somerville dancing forward into the gap. Oh, just blocked before it got to Archie Gray. Leeds, everybody pushed forward still as Ampadu has it in the middle. Now Gray alongside him. Archie Gray. Movement from Nonto just to his right. Gives it to him now. It's a bit static all of a sudden. Leeds still with the ball just outside that Cardiff penalty area. Nonto speeds it up. Gives the ball away to Wintle. And Cardiff look for the counter-attack with Ugbo down the left-hand side over the halfway line. Good work, though, from Archie Gray to read the danger.
Wow.
Does great there.
Well
Brilliant
done.
play from
Well
Archie
done.
Gray. Won the ball back for Leeds, held the ball for Leeds. He was under pressure, and now he's got it in a more advanced position. Now he's giving it to Somerville. Somerville goes towards the penalty area. Wide to Nonto. First time ball into the middle. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper with James waiting behind him.
Oh, just needed some bend on that cross, didn't he? Really was good play. All started earlier by Archie Gray, but unfortunately Nonto couldn't whip it to that far post.
Ayling nodded down to Archie Gray. Leeds come again. A bit more space for Leeds now in this second half. Cardiff drop ever deeper. Gray, referee keeps getting in the way of the play here as Ampadu turns. He's right on his shoulder once more. James on this left side brings the ball in field, level with the edge of the penalty area. In it goes to Somerville. Somerville, Gray is to his right. Somerville, stuttering run. Now Nonto in the D. Tees it up for Gray perhaps. Gives it for Ampadu. He'll have a shot. Curls it in. Comes off the back there of Sub Adams.
Brilliant,
but then Ampadu wins it quickly back for Leeds. Cardiff are so deep inside their own half. They look a little tired, Cardiff, at the moment. Now Sinisterra for Leeds, who've got to keep coming. Nonto plays it almost into the path, gets it back on the edge of the penalty area, tries to break through the gap, and it's just hacked into touch on this near side by McGuinness for a Leeds throw.
This is all about tempo, and that's why we keep it nice and high, keep pushing Cardiff back. Aaron Ramsey's trying to calm his teammates down, but they're just camped on the edge of that 18-yard box. We're going to force them into mistakes now.
Ampadu. He's so far forward, Ampadu, as he's played the ball short to Strauch, and then Sinisterra does too much and doesn't lay it off quickly enough. I wonder whether Sinisterra is tiring as well. Cresswell's got to do well with this long through ball. Dragged to the ground, and that will be a foul against Ugbo as Cresswell kept his eye on the ball and Ugbo dragged him over. They were the last two players back up on the penalty area, so it was important Charlie Cresswell did the right thing there. Change coming for Cardiff, and the man that's going off is going to be Grant, who's not seen much of the ball in the second half, and the man who's coming on is Mate.
Well, I think the Cardiff, they're just defending, aren't they? And certainly out wide, Grant hasn't been getting anything of the ball. No real counter-attacking, so Mete has just come in a bit more solid on this right-hand side. Bowler will go over to the far side.
25 minutes remaining here at Ellen Road. Leeds a goal behind. Strauch in possession. James near side. Short ball to Byram. One thing you would say, Cardiff have put on a much better show here against Leeds than they did in the FA Cup last season. 2-0 down inside 10 minutes and were 5 down before they got a couple of late goals back. But this has been a very, very different game. Leeds camped in that Cardiff half, but still just moving the ball left to right at the moment. James on this left. Now it goes down the line to Sinisterra. Sinisterra, ball at his toes. Step over, plays it into James in the box. Holds off the challenge, shoots! Oh! Just pushed wide by the goalkeeper. It skidded through. It was going to go inside the post. Anik pushed an arm out, pushed it behind for a corner.
Heck of a save that is. Dan James does really well and just gets a shot off nice and early. That is creeping inside that far post, but Anik, what a strong left-hand save that is.
Somerville with a corner kick for Leeds. Crowder plays on the edge of the penalty area. Somerville plays it into their midst. Heads go up, Cresswell. Cresswell again, still bobbling around in the box. Oh, Byram's hooked it, but he's hooked it high over the crossbar. Charlie Cresswell causing a nuisance, as we've seen before from him in the penalty area. Leeds just couldn't even find a shot on target.
No, but it's another opportunity from corner kicks, just like Cooper. Charlie Cresswell will attack that ball, brave as you like, just need a bit of luck with the bounce inside that box.
Cardiff with the goal kick, 2 deep-lying defenders either side of the goalkeeper, but he goes long. Strauch header down. Ampadu, it was headed at him, and it came off his forehead and went out of play midway inside the Leeds half on this near side. Daniel Farke urges more effort from his players. Hands in pockets down below. Cardiff throw-in is then hooked forward by Wintle. Strauch wins a header. Ampadu's there to help. Gives it back, stumbles to the ground. He's fouled there by Aaron Ramsey. 2 Welsh lads come together, and Leeds get the free kick.
This is where I think Ampadu's calmness, I think, needs to be kind of transmitted to all the other players out there, because the ideal scenario now is obviously to get that next goal, but patience is key as well. Keep doing the right things.
Leeds from the back with Cresswell, Strauch and Byram. Now James, halfway line, moving forward at pace. Still going, Dan James. Breaks for Sinisterra, infield to Gray. Gray looks up, short ball to Somerville. Turns into the box to Ayling. Ayling's onside. James in front of goal!
Offside.
The flag is raised. Dan James, as he put the ball in, is caught offside.
I think it's Luke Ayling. I think it's just earlier here. Unfortunately, just straying offside. It was an excellent move. So close.
And that's confirmed by the referee having the ball repositioned for the free kick from the offside award to the far side of the penalty area rather than the near side. So Ayling it was, just beyond the last man, as Dan James arrived at the far post. Celebrations cut short. Ball up in the air. Ampadu underneath it. O'Dowda will get there ahead of Somerville. Blocked off by Somerville. Leeds appeal for the throw-in. Ref's assistant decides otherwise. And that will be a Cardiff throw midway inside the Leeds half. We're into the final quarter of this game at Ellen Road. Cardiff still in front. 2-1. Again, Leeds have dominated the second half. 1 goal to show for their efforts thus far. Need another to get something from this game. And the deeper we get in, the anything will be a bonus. O'Dowda, throw in for Cardiff again. Time taken. On the edge of the penalty area, Cresswell, looping header. Gray the same, and Ayling, and then James, all in a row. And then it comes down for Sinisterra. What can Leeds do here? From inside the
Oh, James is on.
Dan James had set off. He's still going. He's offside. He's back on again now. Sinisterra has the ball. Sinisterra brings it forward for Leeds. Slows things down a little. Gray makes a run. Sinisterra hooks the ball with the outstep. Beautiful. Out to Byram on this left side. Lovely ball from Sinisterra. Sam Byram going for the byline. Goes inside the marking defender and he'll win a free kick just outside the Cardiff penalty area. Good work from Sam Byram. Had a good go at that one, and the yellow card comes out. I think that's the first yellow card of the afternoon, isn't it? It's shown to Mate, the sub, for just rolling over Sam Byram as he was trying to get past him and get into the box.
Yeah, good play from Byram, nice and positive, but once again, when we do win the ball, we seem quite patient and calm in possession. Sinisterra with that lovely pass from the outside of his right boot. Changed the direction of the play. Byram did the rest. Now, can we get a decent delivery in that box?
Somerville is there for Leeds United to take the free kick. One-man Cardiff wall. Somerville plays it into the middle. Heads up, comes far post. Cresswell, it came off his thigh, and it's quickly hacked away and behind for a Leeds corner.
I think a lot of the players thought that Cardiff were going to clear that one. Instead, didn't. It was a little touch. No one was quite ready and committed with their run at the back.
So Somerville has had to jog all the way across from one side of the pitch to the other to take this corner for Leeds. He implores the fans behind the goal to make more noise. Somerville with the right foot into the penalty area. Heads up, down from Sinisterra. Byram was waiting beyond him and he managed to get his foot round the ball, but he couldn't keep it down and it sails over the crossbar and behind for a goal kick.
Unfortunate, but yet again, delivery into the box is good. We are causing Cardiff all sorts of problems. And more importantly, that second ball as well, we're getting on the end of that.
Short goal kick taken this time, so Sinisterra will pressurise McGuinness, who just plays it longer forward. And then James comes on this near side to win it for Leeds. Now Ampadu back to Byram, all very tight. Ampadu caught late there. Referee has spotted it now as Ampadu stays down. And the referee is going to step in to make sure he's all right, and then perhaps, well, no words of disciplinary words issued. Game quickly on. Leeds pushing down the right side with Cresswell. Leeds with Luke Ayling in possession now. This is Somerville, turns towards the penalty area. So crowded, goes down on the edge of the D. Ref says nothing wrong with that. Ball up in the air, still on the edge of the D. James wins the header. Headed away by McGuinness. Now Byram will come and he'll nod it forward down this near side touchline. James and Unji in a little battle down this near side. Unji comes out worse on that occasion as the ball comes off him and out for a Leeds United throw in. Byram to Somerville. Down on this near side, again tight to the touchline. Byram plays into space to Strauch. Strauch to Cresswell, edge of the centre circle, in the Cardiff half. Fans doing their bit here. Luke Ayling. Back to Charlie Cresswell.
Well, team and fans are doing their bit, aren't they? Feeding off each other, trying to get this equaliser.
Ampadu and Strauch, Leeds just exchanging pass after pass after pass, but trying to probe and find an opening. Now Somerville, can he burst through the middle here? Somerville, far side of the area, just behind Luke Ayling. O'Dowda got there. Luke Ayling wins it back for Leeds. Chance to look towards the penalty area. Short ball in field to Sinisterra. Tees it up now for Byram. Byram onto Nonto, parallel with the box into the area, and there's chance of a run on goal for Sinisterra. He goes down under the defender's challenge. Big roar from behind the goal. Referee gives nothing.
Great defending, it really was, but what about that touch? And Sinisterra thought he was in the clear, didn't realise the defender was right there with him. Delicious first touch, couldn't quite get it at his feet to strike at goal.
And he was onside as well. Given away by NG to Byram. Leeds try and get forward once more. Good play, Byram. Now, shame, Ampadu. Actually, ball bisected both Nonto and Sinisterra's runs there and went straight through to the goalkeeper.
74th minute now. Gonna have to start taking one or two chances. Certainly all over Cardiff, keep this tempo high.
Cardiff clinging on. Attacking, or trying to attack now, down the left side. Rare opportunity to play in Leeds half in this second period. Well, in either period, frankly. NG on this near side. Midway inside Leeds territory. Wintle. Short ball on to Ramsey. Back into his own half to McGuinness. McGuinness out wide right side, NG. NG gets it, works it away, but then Leeds win it back to Ampadu. And now Sinisterra and James link up. James keeps the ball in play and attacks for Leeds United. Level with the edge of the box. Plays it infield to Nonto. Nonto carries it into the penalty area, stumbles, just gets it back into the near post. McGuinness spoons the ball away, and then it's helped up in the air and further clear by Adams. Underneath it then, Maite. And Leeds win it back again with Ampadu. Right place, right time. Now Somerville has Ayling just to his right-hand side. Infield to Ampadu. Ampadu, to Nonto. Nonto looks to the edge of the penalty area. Goes through the legs of one player. Goes down under Ramsey's challenge. Big roar again from behind the goal. Again, nothing given by the referee. Nonto's first touch, a beaut again. Took it through the legs of Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey bumped into him. Down went Nonto. Leeds come again with Archie Gray. It's wave after wave at the moment. Now Somerville. Got to keep going, Leeds. Somerville doing just that. Holds the ball up now, though. Nonto lays it back to Somerville. To Sinisterra. Sinisterra, central, looking for space. Ayling gives it to Byram, just outside the box. James further left. Dan James into the penalty area on his right foot. Curls a shot in, blocked off by McGuinness before it got to goal. Headed on to Archie Gray by Sam Byram. Archie Gray wide to Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling gives it back to Liam Cooper. And it's just constant now. Cardiff, there's no Cardiff player even up to the edge of the centre circle currently. Now Somerville spins away from a challenge from Gutas. Goes wide right side to Luke Ayling. Plenty of white shirts forward as Somerville gets it back again. Onto the edge of the penalty area. Into the penalty area. Low shot right across the face of goal. Took a touch on its way. Leeds corner.
Well, we got Cardiff rocking now, but can we strike that killer blow? Just trying to get it on target. Somerville nice and positive. Just finds out half the yard. The little nick off the bottom of the Cardiff player's boot. One of their players has gone down now inside the box. Just wasting a bit of time.
And G is down in the penalty area, yeah. And stretching his leg as if it's cramp. Helped to his feet by Luke Ayling. Seems okay. And the referee, because he's gone down, this is another directive, I believe. In fact, is he going to get subbed anyway?
Yeah.
Cardiff making a triple substitution. Manager has recognised there are some severely tired legs out there. So Romeo, Renomata and Atete coming on for Cardiff. Aaron Ramsey's return for Cardiff City comes to an end. NG has also played the last part of the game.
Ugbo as well.
And Ugbo, who scored the second goal for Cardiff, is the third player to be replaced. This is the situation where these multiple substitutions, sometimes in a sense you feel, are advantageous to the team that has not been able to keep up from the physicality perspective. Cardiff can send on 3 sets of fresh legs here.
Well, I think anyone with a deeper bench is certainly going to take advantage of that. And as you rightly say, 3 players on now with a lot fresher legs.
Leeds corner, Somerville in swinger. Good shape, good header. Well, Charlie Cresswell, Sam Byram rather, tried to get round the ball. And it just kind of pinged off his forehead and flew behind. And that'll be a Cardiff goal kick. And we are 12 minutes from the end of normal time here.
Yeah, it needed more of a glancing blow instead of a contact that Byram made. But once again, referee looking at the goalkeeper, who's taking a little time.
And it's goal kick deep into the Leeds half. Ball for James, who just hooks it forward, hopefully. Sinisterra beaten in the air by Gutas, given away by Luke Ayling to Adams. Now one of the subs, Atete on this right side to Maite, gives it back to Atete on the byline. Can't keep the ball in play. It's gone out. It's a goal kick. Leeds cleared it from the near post anyway. And Meslier will be in a hurry to get things going again here. Time is not Leeds' friend now. Short ball to Cresswell, to Ampadu. If Leeds could get one more, I feel they could get another maybe, but it's that first step that's proving difficult in this advanced stage of this opening game of the EFL Championship season. Luke Ayling into Archie Gray. Gray infield to Sinisterra. Sinisterra can't find a teammate. Cardiff win the ball back. Played back towards McGuinness. McGuinness clears it forward towards the halfway line. And Cardiff, for their first time in quite a few minutes, have a short period of possession here and continue to try and work the ball forward before Tete's misplaced, terribly badly misplaced ball flies into touch. Leeds take a quick throw in from Byram back to Strauch. 80th minute, 1-2 the scoreline. Leeds with Gnonto in possession, right-hand side, just inside the Cardiff half. Gnonto stops, cuts back to Cresswell. Cresswell holds it up as well, and then gives it to Strauch in the centre circle. James waits on this right-hand side, surely the recipient. Yes, he gets the ball now. Dan James on that right foot. Dan James curls the ball into the box. Sinisterra, stooping header. Wintle will get there to clear. Intelligent ball from Wintle. Could have hacked at it, instead just passed it to Bowler. Manu scored the first goal of the afternoon. Minamoto over on that far touch line. Leeds win it back well. Now Gnonto. Cardiff have kept men behind the ball as James has it edge of the centre circle. Dan James, wide right side to Gnonto. Gnonto into Sinisterra. Return ball, quickly played to Gnonto. Then into Sinisterra again, back to Gnonto again. Leeds trying to work some sort of position, edge of the penalty area. In it comes, they're queuing up in there. Dan James on the right side. Short stab ball out to Sinisterra. Gonna get it away from there. Sinisterra goes to the byline now. Bowler got in front of him. And the final touch apparently came off Sinisterra, much to the annoyance of those behind the goal. And that would be a goal kick rather than a corner.
And this is where we have a lot of, say, technical players that they're going out wide, but at some point the ball has to get in that box. Gelhardt, as you can see, is coming on, not a surprise, because just needs someone to stick it away once it does come in that box.
Poveda also is ready to join the action for Leeds United here. Cardiff taking their time over the goal kick. Goes short. McGuinness closed down by Somerville. Clips it forward. Comes off the head of Byram. Slammed into his forehead there, Sam Byram. Comes out for a throw in. Leeds now will make that double change. So the board goes up and Dan James is the first to depart. And he'll be replaced by Jan Poveda. As the restructuring of the 11 is announced, and Gelhardt comes on to replace Gnonto. So Poveda, it looks like, will play down the right, and Gelhardt presumably will play through the middle.
Yeah, I think Farke just wants to have a chat to Sinisterra just to say, stay here on this left-hand side. Somerville back in the box, that number 10 position. Poveda on the right, and Gelhardt, get in that box. When you get a chance, stick it away.
Romeo with a throw for Cardiff. Looked like a foul on Byram, nothing given. Leeds have it with Cresswell. Cresswell across the back to Strauch. Now Sinisterra on this left side. Carries it forward for Leeds United. Into Somerville. Controls great. Oh, wriggles through two challenges. Still going. Somerville still going. Goes down the edge of the box. Poveda picks up the ball in the D. Tries to roll it into the path of Ayling. Comes for Gelhardt. Gelhardt in the box is robbed by Gutas. And Gutas clears the ball to safety for Cardiff. Leeds were just waiting for the dangling foot there, I think, for a player to be able to go down. Never quite came. Cardiff have it with Minamoto down the far side. Archie Gray steps in front of him. Great work from Archie Gray. Draws the foul. And Leeds have the ball back again.
Yes, folks, he's 17 years of age. It's hard to believe the way that he's played today. He's been superb, really has.
Pascal Strauch to Sam Byram. To Strauch again. Ever anxious looks towards the clock. 84th minute. Still Cardiff 2-1 ahead here. 2 up at the interval. Leeds completely dominating this second period. Still searching for at least another goal. Strauch has to go back to retrieve that ball. Leeds start again, need more momentum in the movement here as Strauch gets it back off Cresswell. Now they work it out to space and Byram. Byram brings it in field, checks back. Sinisterra back to Byram. Byram carrying it for Leeds into the middle of the park. Sam Byram midway inside the Cardiff half to Archie Gray. Archie Gray to his right to Cresswell. Push right up for Leeds now. Gray gets it back. Space for Strauch.
Great ball.
Goes left wing to Sinisterra. Oh. Well, nearly a great ball. Archie Gray looks to the heavens, acknowledges just a bit too high for Luis Sinisterra. Sails over his head and out for a Cardiff throw. Relief for the away team here.
That's exactly what you need to do when they are backed up in banks of, what, 4-5-1, aren't they, really? Is go one side, quickly get it out to the other side where the space is. Almost there for Archie Gray.
Leeds win it back. Ampadu bravely puts his head into where the boots are flying and then spins out of a hard challenge there. You can almost hear his yell of anguish. Ethan Ampadu down below us here. Stays down, clutching his heel. He's never going to pull out of a challenge, Ethan Ampadu. Brave as they come. Still down on his knees, and the referee's had a look, had a check, and said, OK, game goes on. So he's got to get back up and carry on.
Just the fierceness of the challenge himself was his undoing, unfortunately.
Strauch needs to win the header, does, gets it down to Byram. Byram gives it back to Strauch. Cardiff voices again. En Glad van Hadai is the song from the away fans here. They feel that they're getting close now inside the final 5 regulation minutes. Now we need lots of added time. Brilliant play from Archie Gray, but then tackled in full flow. And then a foul on the halfway line. That's frustrating for Leeds. Poveda just lunging into the challenge. It gives Cardiff the chance to slow everything down again.
Unfortunate. Archie Gray there with a brilliant piece of skill, but of course, more than anything, what is required is just retaining possession. Unfortunately, he lost it, and now Cardiff will take their time.
And they go back. Inevitably, they go back to the goalkeeper. And he plays it left foot forward, deep into the Leeds half. Byram just brushes on the header, and it comes out of play off the top of the head of Sam Byram. Possibly could have left that one there, just pulled out the header. But it's a Cardiff throw-in. It's level with the edge of the Leeds penalty area. And it's the sub Romeo who's going to take it for the visiting side in front of their travelling fans. Romeo is going to deliver this one long into the penalty area. Towards the near post it goes, headed back towards the edge of the box. Wintle there with another cushion header for O'Dowda to shoot goalwards. It hits Strauch. Luke Ayling will want to keep this ball in play over on that far side. He's going to do just that. So Leeds have the possession back, but they're deep inside their own half. Ayling up the line, it goes to Poveda. Poveda sets off at pace forward. There are runners going. Poveda just keeps going. Look at Sinisterra down this near side. Oh, he went through the middle instead. Sinisterra had open green in front of him down the left, and Poveda went centrally, and Cardiff cleared. Leeds win it back, halfway line. Ampadu to look up and play the ball then to Byram. Byram back into the centre circle to Strauch. Leeds continue to probe away without being able to find a way through. Cresswell, right side, carries the ball for Leeds to Ayling. Ayling back in field to Archie Gray. Short ball to Ethan Ampadu. Now Pascal Strauch. Now Byram. Now Sinisterra, near side, moving the ball up for Leeds United. Back to Byram, short. Byram through the little gap. Somerville gives it back to Byram, tries to return the favour. Ends up with a throw-in down by the corner flag.
Just patience is needed and a bit of quality.
Here's Byram again, looking to get to the byline, loses possession. Cleared away onto the chest of Strauch. Takes it down and gives it back to Charlie Cresswell. Every single player by Meslier is well up in that Cardiff half now. Sinisterra, look at the space down this near side for Byram. Played instead by Gelhardt to Somerville in the penalty area. Somerville still stays on his feet, goes down, referee gives a goal kick. And that was the moment where Somerville was waiting for the contact that never came.
He was looking for a penalty all day long, just tried to knock it out of his feet and wait for the challenge. Rode the first one well. Nothing doing there at all, unfortunately, but Somerville really has played well in that number 10 pocket position. Now just struggling with a bit of cramp.
Yeah, Somerville is still down. His teammates are trying to help him out with the stretching on the left leg. And Joe Gelhardt is the man helping Somerville out. He's back on his feet now. And increasingly we're looking towards the scoreboard clock, which tells us we're moving into the final minute of the 90 here. And Cardiff continue to cling on to that 1-goal lead they've held for most of this second half. 2 goals up at half-time. Goalkeeper with a long ball forward. Cresswell wins the header. Gelhardt comes in but directs it back into his own half there, so Leeds are No further forward as Cresswell just launches it. Easy header for Gutas. Ampadu does well. Down to Sinisterra. Sinisterra halfway line. Plays the ball wide, lofted wide for Luke Ayling's run on the edge of the area now. Luke Ayling, first time ball into the middle. Whipped away by McGuinness as Gelhardt was lurking. And then cleared further forward for Byram to keep the ball in play. Ampadu will get there first, does well. Plays it to Charlie Cresswell. Leeds can come once more here. A roar of encouragement from the home supporters. Now Luke Ayling once more. Poveda outside of him. Ayling instead waits and then gives it to Poveda. Just keeps it in play on that far touchline. Moves infield now. Jan Poveda, ball at his feet into the penalty area. Archie Gray trying to wriggle through a crowd of blue shirts, still trying to do the same. O'Dowda emerges with the ball. 6 minutes to be added on. I've got to say I'm disappointed with that total. I've come to expect more. And we had 5 added on in the first half, and we've had ample, numerous substitutions in the second period.
We did, just need a chance, so don't we? Ball's got to fall into the box to someone. We need to get it in there. Lots of nice play outside the box, get it in.
Here's Poveda trying to do just that now. Still going, shot is blocked. Again, Cardiff just put a wall of blue between him and the goal. Strauch. Somerville near side, controls, gives it back to Pascal Strauch. He's on the halfway line. The Leeds are a long, long way from that Cardiff penalty area. They're ready to send Perkins on here. Striker.
Well, it's just that physicality in the box. Sometimes you've got to get it in there, but we're not able to with the players we got out there.
Byram has the ball in a crossing position, but he instead gives it short to Sinisterra. Leeds have got to keep it going here. Ampadu's got to win this. He does. Gets it to Somerville. Somerville checks back. All the holes are blocked as Sinisterra runs into a dangerous position, but Gelhardt does well to win it back for Leeds. Now Ayling wide to Poveda, edge of the penalty area. Jan Poveda goes past the first challenge, cuts the ball back into the middle, tempting ball in, comes all the way across for Somerville. Somerville trying to find room for the shot, he's blocked, comes with Gray. Now Ampadu back to Gray, and Poveda still in space on that right-hand side, has the ball again here into the box, goes one way, goes the other, and it comes off the back of O'Dowda, and it breaks kindly for Bowler over on that far side. And more frustration for Leeds as Cardiff clear it forward. There's not a single blue shirt anywhere near the Leeds half.
There's some really good play in and around the box, but that final ball, there's so many blue shirts in the box, finding it difficult to find a white shirt.
Here's Poveda once more, working down that right side. He's up to the edge of the area, plays it in low, can't get it past the second defender. Comes down for him again. Poveda rolls it towards a far touchline, and then it goes out to play, and it's still in play when suddenly Cardiff's counter-attack is on. Leeds were expecting the flag that didn't come, and then frustration all round because a foul is committed on Bowler as he went forward, and Cardiff have a free kick almost on the halfway line. Just what they want.
Ampadu, unfortunately, just for demonstrating with the referee. But Bowler's played the ball but ran straight into Ampadu. Not sure what Ampadu could have done given the yellow card. I think exactly what he was trying to explain to the referee.
Change coming. Archie Gray is going to come off, and well, he's been a big plus point for Leeds United this afternoon, for absolutely certain.
He's been great, really has. What a debut.
So Perkins is on, and 17-year-old Archie Gray makes the long walk around the pitch, applauded all the way by the Leeds supporters who sing his name. What a day.
And there's a bit more physicality in Perkins, who will go up top.
And the last official striker, isn't he, currently for Leeds United, in the absence of the other three. Tackles flying in on this near side, and it ultimately goes out for a Cardiff throw-in. 2.5 minutes of the 6 remaining here, and Cardiff are inching their way towards a winning start to the season. So down below, Romeo will take the throw in. Romeo down the line, inevitably, long down the line. Byron wins the header. Sinisterra into Ampadu. Leeds with ground to make up here to get forward. Ampadu spreads it wide, right side to Luke Ayling. Over the halfway line, at pace. Luke Ayling goes down the right side to Gelhardt. Poveda was just to his left. Maybe was the better option. Luke Ayling tried to play Gelhardt in. Cleared out for a Leeds throw in to Ampadu. Ampadu goes wide right side. Gelhart's over on that far side now. Leeds leading in the box, really. Try and get the ball in there one last time. Struijk out to this near side. Sinisterra in space. Miscontrol, but recovers it. Has the ball now. Onto his right foot. Edge of the box to Ampadu. Ampadu back to Sinisterra. Again, Leeds just trying to work the position. Sinisterra shoots, and it comes for Somerville!
Yeah!
Somerville!
Yes!
Equalises for Leeds United! Drives it low and hard and finds the corner of the net to bring Leeds level. Huge celebrations around Ellen Road. Leeds get what this second half performance deserves. An equaliser. 2-2.
Brilliant. Absolutely, we deserve it. To get that goal back early in the second half, and then we've pressed and pressed, asked numerous questions. Didn't drop to us in and around the box, but the boys kept going. They kept believing. And Cardiff, to be fair, defended well, but eventually, surely we had to get there. And we did. Absolutely brilliant. And at Somerville, gets a yellow card, but who cares? That is one vital goal. Leaning back, it's a snapshot, and this time when the ball does go in the box, it falls kindly, and it's Crescencio Somerville swivels and sticks it in that near post. What an excellent finish.
For the first time all afternoon, the ball broke Leeds' way. And now, with 8 seconds of the additional 6 to go, how long have Leeds got to try and get this ball forward again? Struijk. Cardiff it is attacking at the moment. Tete into the penalty area, and Bowler was there rather, and Leeds made the block, so now Leeds can counter-attack. Luke Ayling, right side, Pervader's running through the middle. Ayling spotted the run. Gutas will surely win the header, he does. Comes down on that far side. Oh, poor challenge by Gelhart. Didn't want to do that. Gave O'Dowda the chance to go down, and that means Cardiff get the free kick. And we're in added time by 30 seconds now. For the first time all afternoon, the Leeds fans able to sing in the direction of the Cardiff fans. So a little bit of the taunting the other way now. Still, the game is not complete here. Anik with the free kick for Cardiff. Byram beaten in the air. Strout's got to get there. Hooks it into touch on this near side. It's going to be a Cardiff throw level with the edge of the Leeds penalty area. Now we're into the period of not knowing how much time is to be added on, because we're well past that added time 6. Short throw, edge of the box. Rinamoto. Ampadu does so well for Leeds. Gets ahead of Rinamoto. Can he get it clear? He can, but at the expense of a throw into Cardiff, still in that Leeds half. Ampadu's another one who can look back with great pride on his performance this afternoon. Ball is thrown into the penalty area, over the head of Struijk. Now then, Meslier has it. This is it. This is the chance. No, it isn't. The referee calls time on the game, and that late goal from Crescencio Somerville ensures that Leeds at least take something from the opening game of the Championship season. A game they completely dominated, but still managed to fall 2 goals behind by half-time. Second half, Liam Cooper's header, and then right at the death, Somerville's shot means that the game finishes all square and the season starts with a point. Final scoreline here at Ellen Road. It's finished. Leeds United 2, Cardiff City 2.
Well, what a great comeback it really was, and after the disappointment of those 2 goals giving away in the first half, what it's clear is that no matter what league you are, if you make mistakes at the back, you're going to get punished. But the spirit and the fight and tenacity, we're not playing with a striker, and now certainly small strikers, technically gifted. Finally they came through, and Somerville was the one that stuck it away. But some really good performances out there. Archie Gray, take a bow, because that was a wonderful debut for a 17-year-old lad. Ampadu, you saw how important he's going to be. We didn't win, but we've come back, and we can take something into that next game.
I'm sure the Leeds players